Welcome back to In the City, and this week we're going to be previewing Saturday's game against Rotherham, and to help me do so I'm joined by Lee and Anthony. Thanks for coming in, guys. Well, we've been asking the fans to get involved on Twitter as well this week, so we're going to over to the whiteboard. First tweet coming in from Ben Jones, Ben Wyn Jones on Twitter there, and his question is for you, Lee. He's asking, who is the best winger you've played against and why?
Not you, mate.
Anthony,
training as well.
Nudge, nudge.
Probably Hazard from Chelsea.
Our second tweet comes from Joe Mason, not the real Joe Mason fan page. I hope he'd know the answer to this question since he's there. But he's asking, who's the joker in the dressing room and who's the most serious?
Noonie loves a joke, doesn't he? He's always cracking a joke.
Are they funny though?
90% of the time they're funny, yeah.
And our last tweet comes in from Mike. He says, who has the best nickname and where did the nickname come from, if it's appropriate? I'll add.
Scott Malone. Tadpole. Yeah. Cameron thinks Scott Malone looks like a tadpole.
Well, thanks guys for getting involved on Twitter. Keep an eye on our account, that's @BluebirdsPlayer, and we'll let you know who's on the show next week. Tweet us in with your questions and we could read them out on the show. But back to today, let's hear from Ash in this week's Know Your Opponent.
Rotherham are now just one of two Championship clubs still chasing their first victory of the season, the other being Blackburn Rovers, with whom we've already drawn away from home last month. The level of player turnover has once again proved startling at the New York Stadium. They've brought in 15 new faces over the summer, which brings their running recruitment total to 46 since rejoining the Championship at the start of last season. As such, just 3 players have appeared in all 7 Championship matches so far this season for the Millers. Summer signings John Newell and Chris Maguire, along with Mark Derbyshire, whilst none have completed a full complement of Championship minutes. Conversely, Cardiff have 8 players with a full set of league appearances under their belt, and in Sean Morrison and Peter Whittingham, 2 players who are yet to miss a single minute of Championship football. In Johnson Clark-Harris, the Millers do have a goalscorer in form though. The former Oldham man has netted in 3 of his last 4 league matches, and having seemingly seemed destined for a summer departure, he looks to have resuscitated his Rotherham career in the process. The only other player to have netted for Steve Evans' men since Clark-Harris's reintroduction to the first team is teenage defender Ferran Rawson. On loan at the club for a second spell, he's the same player over which an administrative snafu cost the club a 3-point deduction at the tail end of last season. The prime issue thus far for the Millers has been defensively. Their 16 goals conceded is the most in the entire Football League, with fellow bottom-placed outfits Crewe of League 1 and Newport County of League 2 having only conceded 15 apiece. In fact, to find a team who've conceded more, you need to scan the league tables all the way down to Boreham Wood, currently sat 20th in the Vanarama National League, with a record of 17 against. The only team in the professional English football pyramid with a worse defensive record currently is Chelsea, who are conceding at a rate of 2.4 goals per game. Outside of last season's meetings, a goalless draw at home and a fine 3-1 away win, which included stellar goals from both Federico Makeda and Conor McElhenney, you have to go back a further decade for the prior meetings between the two clubs, and as such, it's actually 6 matches and 16 years since City last lost to Rotherham.
Last Saturday was our inaugural Health Day at Cardiff City Stadium. Many thanks to our partners on the day and all who got involved. If you'd like to find out more about health-related activities with Cardiff City Foundation, contact simon.stevens@cardiffcityfcfoundation.org.uk. You may have seen our half-time challenge on Tuesday. Congratulations to 5-year-old Jaden Chichester and his dad Ryan, who won themselves an official match ball signed by the team straight after the game. Keep an eye on the pitch at all our home games for more half-time fun. Cardiff City women took a point from their season opener against Cwmbran Celtic ladies on Sunday. They're playing Port Talbot this weekend at home at Leckwith. Cardiff City development team were defeated 2-1 by Nottingham Forest on Monday, Will Abbott's scoring for the Bluebirds. They're next in action against Sheffield United this Monday. It was a loss also for the Academy boys on Saturday in a 3-2 defeat to Leeds United. They're next on the road this weekend against Bristol City. In partnership with our stadium tenants Ricoh, we've installed a state-of-the-art digital IPTV service on the 160 TVs around the stadium, allowing us to bring our sponsors' messages to you alongside matchday highlights and exclusive content.